moving forward on things that we are allowed to talk about. Optic just cannot decide what they want to do.
Oh my god, it's ridiculous. Man. I don't understand.
I kind of understand. I think so.
Like these guys had a couple of days to play together. Give them a moment.
Well, let's just say, so let's clarify what we're talking about here. Optic drops Illey, picks up a new player. Now that's the whole thing here. It's like the whole point behind that. Like they wanted to get rid of Optic. They want to get rid of Optic. They want to get rid of Illey and Dashy in the beginning of the year. They can't because I personally I just don't think they're able to find anybody to fill the shoes.
Yeah.
So then they finally decide to get rid of Dashy. Scump turns around and retires, ruins that for them. So they have to bring Dashy back, who's playing like a madman beast right now.
Yeah, it's funny because if you look at the Call of Duty League's promo of the Major 3, which is in Texas, Dashy is the headliner.
Yeah.
It's funny because you think just a month ago he was on the outs and they were done with him.
But sometimes that's what people need. You know, it lit a fire under his ass, and that's kind of what he needs. That was what they were hoping for. They shuffled it around, and he had to go sit on the bench for a couple games. Like, he didn't like that. You know, sometimes you got to bench a player to make him be like, okay, this is worth something to me now. Let me come back. So they do that. And then around that time, Illey was going off too. Like, you know, Illey, Hook, Dashy, we're playing well. We're doing fine. Major 3 comes around and we're playing on LAN and it did not look good.
Yeah, at the Boston, what's that, Major 2 at Boston. Illey, you've got me addicted to watching this crap. So there I am on the weekend spending my time. Even my wife looks at me like, oh, there's no sports today. I was like, well, there's not, but I want to watch this Texas team. She just kind of rolled her eyes. But it's like, I'm invested in watching and I'm watching and they do look good. But then I'm obviously watching the Scump watch party, which is a lot of fun to watch. I learn a lot more watching that way. And they just are bragging about.
Was Crimsix on this one? I saw he was on one of the days.
Yeah. I think the second day he was on when they got eliminated. So what's crazy is that all Scump was bragging about was how great they were at S&D. So here we are. We go into this match. Boom, they lose S&D. I'm like, are you like, that's supposed to be that's how they win, by win, search, and destroy. And they're not able to put that together. And Illey was the weak link badly, especially in the S&D matches.
So it's just a surprise. I mean, because, you know, him being your sniper, and he has been sniping really, really well, carrying them through a lot of games earlier in S&D. I think it's a consistency issue with Illey at this point. I mean, I know he was hurt last year. He had the thumb issue. He comes back and has this, but I think he had a torn tendon.
Sure, yeah, whatever.
Like he had a bunch of issues that was going on there.
Anyway, calm down, Ryan Leaf.
Everyone, dude.
He's the Ryan Leaf of the video game world. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. It's the turf toe of video game world.
Man, it's so again. I don't really know how this is going, but anyway, they drop Illey to pick up a challengers player. Like they bring in this guy named Ghosty.
An unknown. The name. He's doing really good in the Challenger series, but again,
so he was doing well enough in the Challenger series that I knew the Florida Mutineers were actually looking at him. So he was looking to go to the Mutineers roster. But I mean, if you had a choice between going to Optic or Mutineers, I think you're going to go to Optic. Like I just think as you're looking at it, it's like, you know, do I want to be a New York Yankee or do I want to be somebody
just
else?
The exposure you're going to get in Optic if you're able to put together some good matches is you have a chance to be legend. You can be good. What I've noticed is even some of the best players on these other teams definitely do not get the exposure that you get on an Optic team that's not even winning. Imagine if they start winning.
No, yeah. If they start winning, I mean, it's kind of what drives the league at that point is the branding behind Optic, and Optic is a major brand out there. I mean, it's like Complexity. It's like some of the other big ones that you have. But so Ghosty most recently won the Call of Duty Challengers Open at Major 2, so he's a winner. He knows how to win. They placed second in the Elite Stage 1 playoffs and consistently have been placing towards the top of the Challengers competition. So overall, the guy knows how to win. They're shaking it up. You're bringing in somebody new. And the other thing when you bring someone new in up from the Challenger Series is nobody knows how they're going to play. Like now you have this unknown that people are going to learn your breaks. They know your style. They understand. These guys have played together long enough to get that. Now you have this new player on there that could just go in there and really just F stuff up for other teams' game plans against Optic.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what happens. You know, it kind of sucks that we don't have scrimmage streaming anymore. They're just like giving up too many secrets and stuff like that during the streams. Teams were recording them, you know, like Patriots recording practices.
I mean, in all
like
fairness, they were just doing their they were scouting, right? That was their chance to scout. I don't blame them.
I don't blame them either, but you know, it was cool to watch and listen and hear them talk about stuff, but I get why they don't do it anymore. That used to be kind of how these guys would make their supplemental money, was streaming scrims. You know, a lot of people would watch that, but you know, you gotta play for the championship.
Exactly.
You can't give away all your secrets. So we'll find out. I don't think we have anything this weekend. So next weekend, I think we start the qualifier series, and we'll see what it looks like for Major 3 out of Texas, and this is going to be their home series. So if there's one major they want to win. You know, obviously you want to win champs, but you also want to win your home series here in Texas. So we'll see if the boys can pull it off.